Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. As discussed in the last video, we are going to start ABAP in this session. So in this session, today we are going to discuss about 3 points. The first one is full form of ABAP, and coming to second point, what are the responsibilities of an ABAPer, and coming to third thing is introduction to RISE-F objects. So coming to the first point, the full form of ABAP is an Advanced Business Application Programming. So just like a normal programming languages like Python, C, ABAP is also an programming language which is used in SAP. So, and again coming to the second point, responsibilities of an ABAPer. So ABAPers are mainly responsible to develop RISE-F objects. So what is RISE-F? So we are going to discuss about RISE-F in this video. So coming to RISE-Fs, one second. So R stands for reports, and I stands for interfaces, C stands for conversions, E stands for enhancements, and F stands for forms. So coming to first one, reports. There are two types of reports, classical reports and ALV reports. And coming to the definition, reports are nothing but an summary of an data based on which we can do some analysis. For example, let me take an example to make you understand. So for example, there is an ABAP program. So what is an ABAP program? How to create ABAP program we will see later. For just now, just think we have an ABAP program. So report is also nothing but an ABAP program, simple ABAP program. So for now, just we have one simple ABAP program. So what is the requirement is a user wants to see the employee details based upon his input. So whenever user enters the employee ID, for example, there is one employee with employee number 1001. So whenever the user enters 1001, so user has to see the employee details like employee name, base location, phone number, blood group and everything. So what I am doing is in this ABAP program I am writing a select query. So I am writing a select query and I am hitting the database. So this is an employee database. So I am hitting the database with condition of this employee number. So I am hitting the database with I want record of 1001. So I am writing in select query select from table name where employee equal to 1001. So whenever the record is found in the database, so we will get that record into the ABAP program again as response. So again what we are doing, we are just displaying this response to the user as report. So you understand, right? A report is nothing but just a summary of data. It may be anything. So for example, if you can take progress report as an example. So what it contains? It contains all your marks. So reports is nothing but summary of data. So based on which we can do some analysis. So reports as completed. So coming to the second one, interfaces. So as name tells, interface is nothing but an mediator. It acts as a mediator. So for example, to make you understand, let me take another example. So this is a simple scenario which will make us understand what is interface. So here there are three companies. One is Ready Labs, and second one is Matrix, and third one is Runback. Assume that these are three companies. So here these Ready Labs, this Ready Labs and this Matrix are using SAP softwares in order to store their data, in order to perform their operations. But coming to this Runback, it is not using SAP. It is using some another software like Java. It may using Java, or it may using Python or any other software, but not SAP. And somehow these three companies are linked together. So they want to exchange their data. So for example, there is one customer and he placed some order. So he placed some order to Ready Labs. So what Ready Labs want is they want to transfer these order details to matrix. So this is, if you see, this is not a simple case. This is data exchanging between two companies, not between two systems or two things. It's an out of organization. The data exchange has to be done between two organizations. So, but only one thing is, both are using the same SAP software. So here what we will do is, we will create one selection program. So what is selection program and everything, we will discuss it later. We will do all the things practically. So we create one selection program, our output program. So whenever we create or whenever we execute this selection program, this program reads order data and stores in something called IDOC. So whenever I execute selection program, it should represent IDOC. So what does IDOC contains? It contains order data. So this IDOC is sent to the matrix, to the second company. Here what we will do is, in this SAP system, we will execute another program called posting program or inbound program. Whenever we execute this program, what it does is, it will read it reads the data present in this IDOC and stores in their respective databases. So this is a process which occurs whenever the data has to be transferred between two companies. So there is one more scenario. Even Ready Labs want to send the data to Ranbaxy as well, but here the main thing is, this company is not using the SAP system. This is using some Java system or any Python system to implement their things. So here the thing has happened. Here what will happen is, whenever we execute this selection program, up to here the process is same. The IDOC will be created. So whenever, after creating this IDOC, so there are some third-party tools like ADI, TIBCO and web methods. Whenever we want to transfer the data to non-SAP systems, we will use these third-party tools. So whenever the IDOC is sent into these third-party tools, they generate some XML format. So this XML is a special format. It can be understood to other languages like Python, Java. So everyone can, any programming language can understand this XML sheet. So using these third-party tools, we are converting our IDOC into XML sheet. So this XML sheet we are sending into non-SAP systems, or we are executing this XML sheet in the Python or Java environment. So again, we are using those, we are saving our data into respective database systems. So here you got it right. Interfaces acts as a mediator. So here IDOC is an interface. So it is acting as a mediator to send data to another organizations, or to send the data outside of our organizations. So we can achieve this interface by using RFCs, ALEs, IDOCs and BAPs. Using these technologies or using these objects, we can achieve our interface. Using this, we can transfer our data to other organizations, I can say. So we are going to see all these things practically in later sessions. So that's it about interface. And coming to the third one, conversions. So these conversions can be achieved by using either BDC and LSMW. So what is this BDC and LSMW? How to do that, we will see practically later on. But for now, we will just try to understand what is in conversions. So for example, so this is a simple scenario to explain or to understand what is conversions. So there is one company, Reliance. That is, this company was started in the year 1970, and they are not using SAP. So So from the starting, they are dependent on any other things, like they are storing their data using Java or Python. So their data in the database are stored in the format of Excel or maybe in the text file. Now what Reliance wants is they want to go for SAP. So they want to move to SAP platform to process their software or to store their data. So here in SAP, in the SAP database, all the information is stored in the form of rows and columns. We will see about this as well in the later classes. So here, if you see our data or the Reliance data is present in the form of Excel sheet or in the text file, because they are using their old software from last 40 years. Now they want to change it to SAP. So what will happen is these legacy data is nothing but an old data. So no one wants to lose their old data. Like these big industries, they don't want to lose their data. So they want their old data to be moved to SAP system. So we cannot directly move this data to SAP system, because this database stores data in different format, and this our SAP system or SAP database stores data in different format. So in order to convert this legacy data to our SAP system, or in order to transfer this legacy data to our SAP system, we will use this conversion techniques. So what this conversion techniques will do is they will change the legacy data into SAP system. So what this BDC does is, this BDC reads the data from the system and do some kind of conversions, and after doing all the conversions, the data will be transferred to SAP system. So what is the main difference between interface and conversions? If you see in the in the conversions, this is a regular process, because this process will execute periodically. Like, so whenever they get an order to the Ready Labs, he wants to send the data to Matrix and run back. This is a continuous process. But if you see in conversions, these conversions happens only once, whenever the new organization or any other organization wants to transfer this total software to SAP from any other third-party softwares, then only we will use this conversion. So you came to know that, right? So what is the main difference between conversions and interface? The main difference is conversions, we will do conversion only once. So coming to interface is a regular process which will occur periodically based upon requirements. So coming to the next one, enhancements. So coming to enhancements, for example, there are two companies. So first one is Tata and second one is Reliance. So if you see, for Tata there is one requirement, they want to create a screen. So screen is nothing but, if you see login screen of any Facebook or any other websites, if you take example of Facebook, in the login screen we will get enter your username and enter your password and then login button. So in the same way, Tata wants to create some other screen, and in that screen they want to have five fields, like enter your username, password, date of birth, mobile number, and then some other things like mail ID. So in the same scenario, or in the same scenario, there is one more company, Reliance. So for Reliance, they wants to create 6 buttons, they want to create the screen with 6 buttons. So here they may use for different purpose, like they here username, password, phone number, maybe mail ID, and then OTP and then something address. So here if you see, two companies has different type of requirements based upon their need. So what SAP does is, actually SAP, what is an SAP? SAP is an ERP solution provider. So what SAP does is, SAP will create an standard screen. If you see here, so SAP already created one screen with 3 fields. So SAP automatically will give us this screen with 3 fields. So what we need to is, based upon our requirements, we can enhance this screen. So what Tata does is, so they have used this standard screen and they have added 2 more buttons in the same screen. Coming to Reliance, they want 6 buttons or 6 options, so they have added 3 more buttons in the screen. So why SAP does like this? Because SAP does not know the requirements of the user, so just they will provide the screen generally. So based upon the user or based upon our requirements, we can enhance this. So this is known as enhancements. Using customer exits and baddies and using enhancement framework, we can enhance our standard screens or standard transactions. And so coming to the next one, or the last one, forms. Forms is nothing but, there are actually 3 types of forms. One is smart forms and Hadoop forms, and coming the last one is SAP scripts. So in order to explain about the forms are nothing but like for example, if you take any Flipkart or Amazon, after ordering or anything, like after purchasing anything, we will get an invoice. So there will be no person. So Amazon or Flipkart will get thousands of orders per second, per month, per minute. So there will be no person in front of the computer to enter or to prepare that invoice. So it is automated. So the template will be the same, but the data present in that invoice will be different based upon the order we get. So creating that kind of templates or creating that kind of using invoices using SAP is known as forms. We can create that kind of invoices or payslips. If you take in the organization, every employee will get payslips at the end of the month, but the template will be the same, but data present in that payslip will be different based on person to person. So using these forms, we can create that kind of templates. So what are the forms present in our SAP? Smart forms and Hadoop forms. So all these things we will see practically and we will do hands-on on everything. So that's it for today. We have covered full form of ABAP, and we have come across what are the responsibilities of ABAP. So what is the responsibility of ABAP? To develop RISE-F objects, and we have completed like introduction to RISE-F objects. So that's it for today, guys. If you have any doubts, just ping on the comment box. So if you really liked our video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.